and sit down.
Yeah, we're live. Hello again. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. And my illustrious sidekick.
Hello, it's me, Dave, at Model Maker Dave's workshop. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all fine and dandy.
And welcome to another Wednesday at the Bench episode of the good old Chinook. You know, the old wop, 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 wop.
The walker of the wok.
Absolutely, mate. But before we get on with that, Dave, I'm going to have a quick looking look at the chat, mate, see who's in. First in, we got Scaly Model saying afternoon, one and all. How do, mate? He's lurking in the background there, putting his thumb up. At least I think that's his thumb.
You want to be careful what he's putting it up.
Yeah, start off as we beat to go on. That's in saying hi to Colin and Dave. Hello, Nat. Hope you're doing all right, my darling. She's also saying hello to Mike, who says hello back. Plastic Monkey saying hi, Nat, guys, and all of that. Scaly saying hello to Paul, as is Nat. I take it, Nat, with this lockdown, you're locked indoors with the lovely little kiddies, and yeah. How great do you think Nat is going to be by the end of 2021, Dave? Or shall we have a whip round? Get her some air dye now.
I think you're going to need it. I think those two will be driving her up the wall, across the ceiling and down the other side.
Yeah, bless them. Festa's workshop, a.k.a. me, saying hello to everyone. Paul Lines is in, saying afternoon, everyone. Hello, Paul. Hope you're doing all right, fella. So everyone saying hello to Paul. It's me saying hello to Nat. That's Dave saying hello to everyone. That's me saying hello to Dave, even though I was sat here with him.
Hello, Paul.
And that's saying hello to Paul and Dave. Andy's saying, right, welcome to the Model Maker TV this afternoon. We'll see us join the ever sprightly Colin and his capable sidekick, Dave. There you go. Capable sidekick, Dave. And sprightly. Tell you that tobacco are an half good that he smokes, isn't it?
I have no idea what he's on, but can he send me half a pound?
Yeah. Scaly Models is saying hello to Andy, as is Nat. And he says, 2 of 2. And the ever mythical person that is Dad at Scaly Models, where to do some shenanigans and maybe build a Chinook with an H. Absolutely, mate, with an H.
Okay, mate.
Can't beat a bit of Chinook, mate. Mayhem saying, hiya, Dad. Hello, Nat. Lee Roberts is in. Hello, Lee. Hope you're doing all right. Andy saying, woo, what, wah, woo, said the teacher to Charlie Brown. Eric's in from Twisted Row Wobbies. Hello, Eric. Hope you're doing all right, geese. Dan the man's in, the Quano man. Hello, Dan. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Still got images of him crashing that motorbike into that sofa. Oh, Dave.
Oh, no.
Oh,
it was just the way that he narrated through the story of him.
Oh, mate, we had all the actions and everything, didn't we? Oh, it's so funny.
I'll tell you what, we should have been given an Oscar for that.
Oh, yeah, I wish I'd hit the record button. Nat's saying hello to Lee. Dan saying hello to Dad. Gaz Wilcox is in. Hello, Gaz. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Nat saying, nope, been given the official green light for them to go back to school tomorrow. Oh, really?
Oh,
wow.
So there's one parent cheering there by the sound of it.
Yeah, Nat, apparently she's having a street party now. She's going to be dancing a jig down the street, isn't she, bless her?
Oh, heck.
There'll be brass band and everything, mate, on her walk back from school. It's going to be like that Vindaloo video, isn't it?
Little kids being dragged to school tomorrow morning.
Vindaloo, la la. Oh, dear. Nat saying hello to Lee. Jackie's in saying afternoon, everyone. Hello, Jackie. All right. Mum's in. Look. Oh, Mum.
Yeah, where is he? There he is. He's not asleep.
Look, Mum's in. Yeah.
He's gone to sleep somewhere. I'll put him down somewhere and he's gone to sleep. Oh, there he is. Hey, look. Hello,
yeah, there he is. Oh, look, Dave, we're getting the love arts of goodness. Hi, Colin and Dave, me darlings, just got back from running the gauntlet. Hello, sweetheart. You all right? Hello, darling. Oh. look how. Yeah. Next going. Hi, Eric, Dastardly Dan, Gaz, Jackie, and Kev. Look, here it is. Oh, Lammerkins. Oh, look. Do you want to count them up to make sure you got more? He is as well. Jackie's going, hi, Nat. Dad's going, Sue. Loads of love arts of goodness. Muse is in. Morning, Muse. Hope you're doing all right, my love. It's just the coffee
on the go.
Yeah, it's just the coffee pot walk you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Mayo Model Works is saying hello to Muse. Ice Queen saying hello to Jackie. As Gaz is saying hello to Nat. Excuse me. Guess who's gone live and he's yawning? It's funny. We was talking about this the other day, me and Mike. Fox always gets a runny nose when he's about to go live, and I always get the yawns. It's really strange. Does anyone else have any little things that happen to them when they're about to hit the live button, like, I don't know, gas or I don't know. It just seems odd every time we hit the live button, and it happens when I do a voiceover as well. My videos, I get the yawning fits. It's weird.
Oh, if I do a voiceover and I make a mistake, I get the fit of the giggles.
Yeah, how full's your bloopers folder on your hard drive? I've got shed loads, Dave.
I've had to delete one lot already.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I get to a certain point that I know that I tripped up on before, it's like once, and I get it wrong, and that's it. I just have to fit the gig.
Well, see, I tried to film in the early hours a couple of videos because I was chatting to Mike yesterday, and I was going to do the intro for the next episode of, the channel updates and all of that. And a spoof one for Paul Chaplin, see. And the minute I sat down and done the green screen and everything, who entered my bloody head but Chuck Norris?
Oh, no.
Dave, I've got like 15 minutes of me having a giggle fit. I've recorded absolutely sod all of any use, mate.
Oh, if I start tripping over and it's like, blah, 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 and it's all that, and then I start giggling to myself and swearing at myself, and
mate, useless.
Once you start that spiral, and it starts to plummet, you've had it.
Oh yeah, I had giggling fits. Then I had like 4 or 5 spider pigs in a row. I let rip, and I was like, probably not a good idea to try and sit and film a serious intro, is it?
No, or I'll let rip, and I'll just have to fit the giggles because I've let rip in recording.
I got halfway through the sort of thank you StreamYard video and let an almighty one out, so I was like, really? Yeah.
But once you've let one rip, do you go back and replay it a couple of times?
Yeah, that's the thing. I kept hearing the sound of it, and then, like you say, and that was it. It just turned into a giggle fest, and then Chuck knocked on my head and said, "Can I come in?" And that was it. I was gone, mate. Absolutely useless. So that was a waste of a good couple of hours there, mate.
No, it's wrong, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, and I thought I'll have a go tomorrow when I'm a bit more mature. Okay. Andy saying hello to Jackie there. Scaly saying hello to Muse. Also to Edward, as is Nat. Quano Man's going, oi, Dad, what's that big blue thing behind you? And he's going, hi, sexy Sue. Yeah. Edward Leonard saying hello to Dad. Oh, Dan's getting the love arts of goodness off of Sue as well.
Blimey.
Oh, Mike will be making a note of this, mate.
Oh, he's down there wagging his finger.
All right, dude, says Raging Modeler. Just got my order from a Goblin Gaming. You're on it, the car. Oh, what? The car out of the film, or? Ooh, tell us more, Dan. Adam.
Yeah, more info.
Scalies is going Quano. No. Jackie's saying hello to Sue and Andy. Oh. What we got? Hughes is saying it's time for a kettle to go on.
Sounds like a plan to me then.
Twisted Rail says, yeah, the power always goes out here when I'm about to go live. See? Yeah. Paul Lyons says, I turned into an ugly git just before, so I never hit the button. Muses say, me without coffee, that's something you never want. Yeah, she goes into G.I. Jane mode, doesn't she? Start shooting up the neighbourhood.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
Yeah, Mayhem's going bloopers. Yeah, look at the post-it. Oh, mate, yeah, I have done some classics. I really have, mate. And I sit there and I'm like, take 15 on just a hello, folks. This is, a channel. How can I not be able to sit and film that without at least 5 takes? I don't know. Ice Queen's going hello to Eric. Twisted saying hello to Sue and Jackie. Oh, Mayhem saying when Chuck Norris smiles, the sun puts on shades. Happy days, definitely, mate. Twisted Rail saying I prefer the blue one. S3 Model Mark, Scotty Scale Model Studio. Morning, Colin, Dave, and all in chat. Ulin Vingus finds you all well. There you go.
Hello.
He's also saying, yeah, finds you all well. Same message, Cole, you pillock. Plastic Monkey says, for sale, one wife, low mileage, good runner. I take it, Paul, that you've put up the, how can we say, the anti-door opening barricade. You should have seen him, Dave, the other day. He's wedged this thing up against the door to stop her coming in and beating him. It's hilarious. But the thing is, she got out of her chair and made the footstep noises. He's shot up, he's legged it across his room, reinforced his door, and you just saw her head come round watching him do it. And it was like, yeah. Quano says, Dad, I can't be so lovable. Just don't get Colin started again. I'm still in recovery from the other night. Absolutely, Dan. Still sleep with one eye open, mate. Dexterous is saying to Scott, she hopes he's holding up okay. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And he's saying, greetings back at ISW and Mike at Scaly Models. And Scaly saying, Paul, there you go. That Dave is the chat caught up with, mate. Happy days. Yeah. Should we have a bit of the old downward camera action?
Oh, I think we should.
He says, optimistically hoping that it's working. Yeah, there you go. Chinook of goodness, folks, from last week.
Yep. Right, hang on. I'm going to...
So we've got a bit of decalage going on. It's still super shiny at the moment, but it will be matted down. And we're going to be putting on today. Shark mouth, Dave.
Oh, no. You're doing the shark mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. So, yeah, the shark mouth's going on.
I'm going to start doing the decals as well. Hopefully, the clearer's dried enough. Because it's literally only just gone on.
The clear of clearness.
Yeah, so we put that in there and let it.
Absolutely. So are any other folks in lockdown at the moment, or is it just the UK that's gone back in? What's happening in the States? Have they locked you guys down, or? I suppose it would be quite difficult to lock down the US because it's such a vast country and there's so many little counties, isn't there, and nooks and crannies. How the hell would you police that? Couldn't, could you?
I was just thinking that myself. You got this enormous, great state of mini states.
Yeah.
And they all have, what is it? Because the law enforcement can't cross borders or something, can they?
State lines, isn't it?
Yeah, so they can only go up to the state line, and
yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's all very yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? I don't.
It obviously works. Well, I suppose it works. I don't know. You know, I don't live there, but
you would hope it works.
Yeah, you'd want it to, wouldn't you? Yeah, I can imagine it's quite difficult out there at the moment because, you know, it is a large population out there, and dare I say it, you know, it's policing it, isn't it? And obviously they've just come off the back of quite a, I would say, heated election campaign, haven't they? So,
yeah,
I suppose they've got all of that going on as well.
Now, I'm sure I saw on TV somewhere that someone is trying to support Trump in the fact that they're saying that he should have won.
Oh, really? Is that still going on?
Yeah, apparently he's saying there's some sort of tomfoolery or something went on with some of the results.
Oh, God. I didn't think that. I thought that was all decided now. I thought that had all been put to bed.
Evidently not. Evidently it's still an ongoing thing. But like you, I thought it had all been.
Yeah, I thought it all died down, but obviously we're wrong, mate. I've not been following the news much because, as you know, over here it's pretty much all been doom and gloom, isn't it? And
well, yeah, it's the doom and gloom masters of the BBC. You know, it's all COVID and everybody dying and
yeah, the end of the world as you know it. And oh God.
You know, if you ever really want sort of doom and gloom, just put the BBC News on. You'll be guaranteed.
Oh, mate. The presenters just sit there, don't they, with the world's best puppy dog eyes. And it's like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah.
Nothing like inspiring the nation, is there?
Well, I would have thought they would have been doing their best to get some joyous news of other things that are going on.
Yeah.
You know, some of the success stories that the NHS have had.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate.
But no, it's X amount of thousand this and X amount of thousand that and X this, and I think, really?
Yeah.
Is this what I pay my television license for?
Yeah, let's not cheer the nation up at tea time.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it is. I suppose it's happening all over the place, you know. Chatting before we came live, wasn't it? Saying that, you know, what's to stop them at some point having a curfew? You know, I can see that happening, mate. You know, people would react to that, wouldn't they? Because I don't think it'll take too much before people start getting the ump and kicking off. And
Well, if they don't stay at home and they don't stay in and they don't do as they're told and they keep going out for no real reason,
it's going to happen, isn't it?
yeah, what do you expect? You know, it's
Yeah, it's.
And then you're going to get the human rights people. Oh, you can't tell people to do this, and you know, it's a
Oh yeah, the do-gooder brigade. Yeah, they're already out and about, aren't they?
Right. Really?
Yeah. What's his name, people? The civil rights folks. They're all out giving it the old. The government are doing this. They're all lying to us, bit, and it's oh god.
Oh, it's a conspiracy for this. Really?
Yeah. Thing is, Dave, it's real, isn't it? That's what I've been saying. You know, we know people that have lost family, and you know, it's difficult. Da, 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 da.
It's when they come running up to you and it's Dave, you've got to get this fixed because I need to get the results off of that because they got to go to such and such.
Yeah.
And you look at them and you think, yeah, okay, you're just pulling, and then you look at them and then you see the fear in their faces that if they don't get that result sent off to wherever it's got to be sent off for the next people to do their bit on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of people have been under so much pressure, haven't they? And yeah.
And it's when they come up to you and say, I wouldn't ordinarily, Dave, I wouldn't ask, but I need you to do this now.
Yeah.
And you think, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to do what you need me to do, and then I'm going to get out of the way because the sooner I'm out of the way, the sooner you can get on and get the results to whoever needs them next.
Yeah. Definitely, mate. All right, let's see where that needs trimming. Just there.
Yeah, I'll cut that one off. Oh, no, that was number 41. 41 apparently goes on the other side. Why don't you turn it round so it's in the same orientation as it is on the destructions, and you might work out what you're supposed to do, you Pyrrhic.
Yeah, you've been special.
I'm being very special.
Good man. Nothing wrong with being special, Dave.
Sometimes I think it's quite easier just to take everything off the bench and put the Lego tow truck on there and do zoomage and broomage. Because I can't get that wrong, can I?
No.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you got to do brooms, mate. Nothing wrong with a bit of broomage.
Oh no.
I mean, how many laps have we done on our bench with our Harry Potter buses?
I don't want to say because I've done lots. But it's not only have I done laps on the bench with the bus, it's the zoomage that I've done on the floor as well.
Oh, you've been laid down on the floor doing it. Good man. My missus caught me going along the kitchen worktop with it.
Oh, I bet she said some sweet words.
Yeah.
So I can't get caught by anyone, see?
Yeah. Yeah, she just looked at me. She just went, really? I went, yeah. Oh, did you know you want to go? And she sort of, can I? It's like, yeah. Harry Potter, isn't it? He's a wizard, Harry. Let's give that a bit more of a stretch there. There you go. Get the cotton bud of goodness out.
Right, we'll try that one again now.
It's got to have a sharp mouth in it. It's a Chinook. Just realised I've got to take all the masking off of this, and yeah, it's going to be fun, mate. Trying not to rip off the sharp mouth decal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't give that a fault, did I? That's all right. Of course, we've got the container ship starting soon, haven't we?
Aye.
See how we get on with our decals today. We'll probably, would you reckon, get another show out of this one?
We can try and do another one if you want.
Because what have we got? We've both got quite a lot of the small decals still to do, haven't we?
I'm just battling with the big decals at the moment.
Oh, you've got the big black ones to do, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll enjoy them.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, they're a bit of a challenge.
Beginning to wonder whether it should have been a good idea just to have mashed them up and painted them.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I started it. But then it started to comply then. Eventually. It took a bit of persuasion, Dave. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I think this is going to take quite a bit of persuasion. A couple of helps. If you keep it under the light, you can actually see what you're doing. That's really clever, that is. I didn't know that.
Kind of want that just start splitting them teeth underneath. It will go.
Oh yes, I meant to tell you.
Oh,
Because I went into the shops yesterday, I actually found out that down here in the south, you can buy tunnocks.
oh, we got a battle at the time. What are they?
They're marshmallow chocolate covered tea cake things
Oh, right, yeah.
in a yellow box with red writing on that says tunnocks.
Oh, there you go then.
I
At least
suppose.
we know what a tunnock is, eh?
And I had a box last night. They're all right, I suppose.
Didn't
Maybe.
pass the Dave dose of goodness then.
I had to have 6 of them to make up my mind.
As you do.
And I've got another box of 6 just to make sure I've made my mind up. But I thought I would announce it that I've actually managed to find tunnocks.
Oh, I am impressed, mate. There you go. Let's try it.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I'm not necessarily overly impressed. I don't think once I've eaten the other box,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm not going to rush back to Tesco's to buy them again.
No, it's you've had them.
But to be honest with you, to be fair, I've tasted better tea cakes.
There you go.
So yeah, they're all right as a substitute, but yeah.
Fox is now giving you that look.
I don't care if he is.
Don't hold back, Dave, will you, mate?
I won't.
Don't be like Dave. Oh dear.
Each to their own.
Absolutely. Right, let's let that just settle a little bit.
Things to do. Good grief.
And I'll have a look at the chat in a sec, see what everyone's up to. Because I can. And that'll let my decal then settle a bit. We can start rolling that along there. It's had a slight trim underneath because it is a bit of a aggressive nose on it, so it's not perfect, but it'll do. It's got to be weathered yet.
Oh, that's the point, because I've not spoken to Sue, have I, since the weekend? Did you have a good Monday off, Sue?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because Sue didn't have to work.
Quiet day at home, or did you have to look after his lordship, the man of the Wibble?
No, because he had to go to work, didn't he? Because Sue didn't.
Oh, blimey! Well, that's a ticket for a Wibble for a start.
Dave, he had a wibble about Bubbles.
Yeah, only Paul could have a wibble about Bubbles.
Because Bubbles are round, not oblong.
Not necessarily, because it might be stretched out.
Yeah, but no, he had a good wibble about that. Yeah. It'll be good for the wibble thing, wouldn't it?
He's got the art of a wibble down to a finely tuned, dare I say, engine.
Oh yeah, brilliant, mate. Wayne Wald has done a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Wayne. Much appreciated, mate. Mayhem saying, Dave, not the tea cakes, you Rupert. Caramel wafers and logs. Yeah, see, he's picking on Dave there. He's calling him a Rupert.
Oh no.
And Wayne is one of my new patrons, so thank you very much, Wayne. Much appreciated, buddy. Ross Medlock's in saying hi all. Hi Ross. Hope you're doing all right, mate.
Even like that.
That's
wave at the right camera, Dave, so people will see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh yeah. I think Muse is having a wibble there, Dave. I'll have to pass on that. I'm not risking my life for a shot. She's been working on it from day one, and if she was going to be sick, it would have happened by now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's I suppose she's got a point.
Valid point, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, but you could say how many of us have unknowingly already had it.
Exactly. I mean, I think it's just going to be an additional variant to the flu bug long term, you know, and the flu bug will have that in it. But
well, yeah, it'll be a combined jab, combined yearly jab, won't it?
Absolutely, mate. Muse is saying in other news, Colin has a parcel coming soon. Yeah, I know. Sent me a message yesterday. Oh, yeah, I'm all excited. Yeah, I'll be doing a video for that. Hopefully, I'll do it without any bloopers, Muse, because I'm useless, isn't I?
Yeah.
Oh dear, I don't know what to make of that. Jacqueline saying, "Have you got the white stuff, Sue?"
Oh, heck.
Jackie's now sniggling like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting a bit of snow down here, aren't we? But I haven't
we?
stuck my head out to have a look yet. But
Well, we haven't had any yet.
no.
Well,
Jackie was saying it was very cold in the store yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen any panic buying going on, Jackie, or is it a little bit more sensible out there this time? Dad's saying there was snow on the ground there this morning, but it soon went. Muse is saying, "Hi, you're raging. What did you get from Goblin?" Yeah. Joseph Kelly's in saying, "Allah." Hello, Joseph. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Adam saying to Muse, he got a small layer Citadel brush, Vallejo GC Warlord Purple, which is a very love dark purpley pink, and the start of He's All Calmy, Gretchen, and a Runt Herder. There you go. All of that, Dave.
Runt Herder. I suppose that's a tabletop gaming name for a shepherd.
Dave.
Hey, look, I'm just guessing.
This is me you're talking about. Yeah, I've got no idea, mate.
No,
Mark's saying B&M sell Tunnocks. There you go. Joseph saying hello to Ice Queen. Paul saying he's just started getting into the Orcs. He has, mate. He's got some Orcs. You've got some Orcs, haven't you?
I've got some Orcs. I haven't started them yet, but I've got some Orcs.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, and I should be getting my Orcs on motorbikes.
Yeah.
They should be. I might get them tomorrow.
Yeah, go faster, Orcs, mate. Muse is going purple and Orcs. What have we got going on there? That was Ross. That's everyone saying hello to Ross. Still everyone saying hello to Ross. He's popular, is this Ross bloke, isn't he? He's asking Nat whether she's got her picture finished yet. Muse is saying she's got too many mystery allergic reactions to risk it. Yeah, I have an impaired immune system, so it's you are staying in and not going anywhere.
Oh,
yeah. This is why they won't take me and do my surgery yet until I've been vaccinated, because it's just too risky, mate. And I understand that and totally respect that. So, I mean, if I'm honest, I think I prefer it at the moment. One less thing to stress about.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got to share part of that parcel with Dave as well. Yeah, no worries, Muse. I will forward on Dave's bit to him.
Oh, thank you, Muse.
Raging says, yeah, he popped into Asda when he grabbed his comics and no sign of panic. Yeah, good.
No, I went to the supermarkets last night and there was no panic.
Oh, there shouldn't need to be, Dave, really, should there? Let's be honest. Muse is waving at new arrivals. Good girl. And Archie's in saying he hopes everyone's staying safe. Absolutely, Archie. Same goes for you, mate. 9001 Ostriches is waving, saying hello, chaps and chapesses. How do, mate? So that's the chat caught up with. Yeah. Let's go back over this with a Q-tip. Have you some of that? And it's only a sharp mouth, Dave, isn't it?
A sharp mouth is a sharp mouth.
Happy days, mate.
Oh.
Would they have painted sharp mouths on a Chinook? I would have thought so. Well, they have done now. I'm bound to get someone go, I've never seen a sharp mouth on a Chinook. Now you have.
Well, you're doing the American version, so I'm sure they would have done
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, nose art. Got to have a bit of nose art, ain't you?
Yeah.
You won't really see me put a sharp mouth on the limits. God, they're going to be miffed.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Get upset with me.
maybe.
It's only a laugh, isn't it? Model kit for crying out loud. What harm's it going to do?
Exactly.
It'd be a plastic model kit. Oh, yeah, but it does look nice with a sharp. Oh, yeah, hit the microphone, your belt. Look at that, Dave.
Oh.
You want some?
Ooh,
Hey, you
nice.
want a bit of that? Welcome to Festa's world with talking Chinooks.
Chinooks or Chinook?
Chinook. Ook with an H. Ook. Chinook, innit? Still think I should write Festa's dictionary.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine the academics if that came out and got published?
Oh,
Sue wants me to do a sat-nav. She'd love me to do a sat-nav voice for her. Paul Stewart wants me to do audio books for him. The full Harry Potter repertoire. So I'm going to be a busy little festa, aren't I?
You is.
I don't mind.
Now, if you're doing the Harry Potter, is that the child version or the adult version?
Nah, it's going to be the adult version, isn't it? Aye, why not? You can imagine what Hagrid's going to be saying, can't you? Because I've done it before on the Hangout.
I'm just having visions of the more grown-up version of the Magic Roundabout.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Bennett, eh? Where'd have thought it? Dylan and Florence, eh? Cool. Bennett. What a riot. God, don't you think I'd get arrested?
Oh. Yeah,
Possibly could go wrong.
but the fun that you could have doing an adult version.
Does, doesn't it? It's got an appeal to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think Apple would approve it for the App Store as an iBook or whatever they call it?
No.
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 No, that's a bind, isn't it? Alternative audio books by Festa.
Oh.
What possibly could go wrong, eh?
Harry turns around and looks at Hermione and says, "Will you off?"
Yeah, will you turn it in? Yeah. Dumbledore was heard to say, "Will you naff off?" Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if someone's already done something like that.
Oh, yeah. And Harry gave Voldemort a dry slap. Yeah. Oi, Voldemort, turn it in, or I'll slap the taste out your mouth. Oh, dear. You got to be there. You just got to be there.
Harry takes out the frozen mitten.
Yeah. The wet mitten of mittenness was applied. I do like a bit of sharp mouth, Dave.
Do you?
Probably,
I'd never
yeah, you
noticed,
probably
mate.
noticed, mate.
No, I can honestly say I'd never noticed.
Yeah. Where do I put the shark eyes? Got to be on that panel, ain't they? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Got our shark eyes. Eyes of sharpness. Why not? Oh, helps if you pick it up properly, you pilch.
Oh, being special again, aren't you?
Yeah, you know what I'm like, mate. About as much use as handbrake on a canoe, Dave. Oh, hey, see, there you go. Look at that. Only that could happen to me. Let's put the dragnut bloke's hat in the bowl of water, Cole, because that's really what they wanted to do. Spud.
Billy?
Honestly, it's one of them. It's one of them models, isn't it? That dragnut bloke. That no matter how much you try to stand it up, it keeps falling over. It's a pain in the arse. But he's got a wet hat now. But that's all right. I don't mind.
So if he's got a wet hat, he's going to have a wet head.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind. Hat of wetness, duly applied to his canister. There you go. Have you some of that? Figure out where we can put the old shark eyes whilst these traps dry 'em. I reckon about there. Okay, let's have a quick looky-loo at the old chatty pops.
Let's try and get this one in without creaking.
Yeah, Sue saying, yes, Archie, I hope you're staying safe also. Happy days. Nat is saying hi to Osric.
Uh-oh.
Archie's going, yeah, Carl, I'm locked in safe. Have to be careful because of his muscular dystrophy. Yeah, exactly, mate. I know exactly. Yeah, I mean, my sister, she's had a liver transplant. She's got dodgy immune system. Me, obviously, with MS and other things going on. That, yeah, it's... Yeah, Raging says, dropped a drill bit, drilling out, shoot barrels, couldn't find a bit. It was in my beard. FFS. Yeah. Yeah. I can remember looking for my glasses one day and they was on my head. It's like, really? Plastic Monkey's going, no lockdown here. Things seem normal. Everyone claiming their frontline workers. It's a bloody joke because the schools are filling up, says Paul. Yeah. Well, this is it. I thought the only people that could, the only kids that could go to school were frontline workers. So I don't know how that works. I know down here everything's shut.
Well, you'd think it was a lockdown, but the amount of traffic that's on the road at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a joke, Dave, isn't it?
It's getting a bit silly.
But here we got the full Monty, mate. You know, it's pretty much everything closed. I think you're pretty much the same over there, aren't you?
Mm. Yeah, it's all shut. Well, you would think it was all shut, but
there you go. A bit of a shark eye going on under there. Archie's going fork handles for forks, bubbles, because they're round. Matt saying with schools, Paul, it's not claiming you have to prove it this time round. Yeah. Muse is going, how'd you even manage to do that, Rage? Yeah. Yeah, but he has got a beard of goodness.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he could hide anything in there, mate. I think there's a couple of steel rulers. You might find that they're missing lenses for his Optivisor. They might be in there and all. Wayne Wald's going, what products and brand of products are you guys using? I'm very curious to know, since I would like to purchase my own and not waste money. What products are you on about, guys? Are you on about the setting solutions that we're using for decals? Because at the moment, I'm using a set of 3 UMP decal setting solutions, normal, strong, and extra strong.
I'm just using Microsol set, I think it is.
Yeah.
The red one.
Yeah, microscale set. Yeah. Or Sol. If it's red, it's Sol. Blue set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A mighty good they are and all.
Yeah.
They do the job. And these are my own printed decals that I'm doing, so I can be a bit...
you can be a bit heavy-handed.
Yeah, I can be a bit brutal with them because I've printed these myself. So if you want to see how brutal I mean, then watch the bubble car, Wayne. The bubble car video, you'll see how brutal I can be with them. It earned me the name the decal whisperer, didn't it?
Or your transit build.
Yeah. Yeah, the full transit with the decal wrap. So, and it's just a matter of doing what I'm doing there. I go over it and over it and over it. It's a little bit wrinkly underneath at the moment, so I've got a bit more work to do on it. But the key is to let it start drying a bit and then go back and rework it. And that's all I tend to do with them. But yeah, Cy Reynolds, when he saw that bubble car, he was like, dude, if I hadn't have sat and watched that, I wouldn't have believed that that could be done. It's like, yeah, it can.
Well, I know that from my transit that I did.
Yeah.
As I'm putting them on, I can hear your voice. Dave, don't be frightened of them. Don't be scared of them. Just be brutal.
Yeah. Go on, Dave. Be brutal with it. Own it. Let it know who the governor is. Make sure that that's in the right place, which it is. Yeah, don't let it laugh at you, Dave, wouldn't it? It was like, yeah.
I think once I put the first one on and I worked out how brutal I could be with it, the rest of them was fine.
That's the key. It's knowing that first one in it, and it's, yeah, okay, I understand it now.
Yeah. Once that first one goes down and it's all right, you think, okay.
Yeah, it's all centre testers, mate, doing these.
Oh, yeah.
But it's very, very satisfying when they go down. When I had it with the Barry Sheen build, all of those were my own printed decals because I did the bike in a different livery, didn't I? So I wasn't going to pay the silly money that the decal people were asking for a set, so I just went into Photoshop, designed them, and printed my own. At a fraction of the cost. Always nice to print your own decals, mate, isn't it? You found this when you started doing yours.
Well, yeah, because I did the what was it? I did the Northern Ireland Land Rover of my own. That was fun. That was. I should have to do some more of my own. It's very, very satisfying when you put them on and they look like what they should do.
Yeah.
And if I could find my tweezers.
Your tweezers of twitchiness.
Really? How can you lose?
You've done a festa.
Really? Black tweezers on a green background. Surely you can find them.
Not fallen off and gone down by your feet, have they?
No, I found them because they was covered by a bit of white paper.
Ah, there you go. They was concealed tweezers. Stealth. Yeah, tweezers of stealthiness, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a sharp mouth. It's got sharp mouth and it's got shark eyes, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah, shark eyes. Shark eyes.
Why is it you always want to sneeze when you're about to put a decal on?
I'm so glad it's not just me.
Oh.
What's Scotty? He's saying, speaking of beards, does Lewis have your permission for that new Wolverine he's got going on? I kind of like it. Oh, has he got a Wolverine beard going on?
I thought that was bum fluff.
Lee Roberts says he loves it when his missus wibbles at Amazon drivers. Yeah, it's almost as good as my missus is wibble when she found out a certain person had been given a knighthood. Oh, mate.
Has she calmed down yet?
It's a subject that is no longer discussed.
Oh, right, okay.
Because she does still go on a wibble, Dave.
Oh, dear.
You know what my H is like, mate. It is funny.
Just imagine.
Just funny.
I can imagine the air went very blue very quickly.
Yeah, and I don't help. I know I don't, because I just go, really? Just as well it's not getting you then, love.
I bet your boys don't help either. They just sort of add a little bit more gunpowder to the...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the way my eldest one just stuck his head round the door, told her, and then legged it. Like, really? And then he sends me a message going, "Cool, didn't she get the hump?" I was like, yeah, leave me down here, mate. I'm trapped. I was sort of leant against the wall, shuffling along it, trying to navigate to the man cave. She went, "Where are you going?" So I'm going out there to my man cave. "Stay there," she says. "I haven't finished yet." Yeah. Muse is going, lots of products available. Check out your local hobby stores, see what's readily available. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm doing the, what's his name, racks for the Revel Aqua, because I'm going to start stocking up on some of them. Felice says, a guy local to me has set up a building and painting YouTube channel based around MS and techniques he can use. It's full of good stuff. Absolutely, mate. It's surprising some of the little things that you pick up over time where you can use your shakes and your twitches to your advantage. I mean, with me, if I'm having a shonky day, I tend to run a good, better, best option where, you know, that's a good thing to achieve. That's a better thing to achieve, or that's the best thing I can achieve. And it works for me. I mean, at the moment, the new meds that I'm taking seem to have calmed things down a lot better. So,
well, that's good.
yeah. Plastic Monkey says, I think the trouble down here is we don't have office blocks, but factories which are opened. Absolutely. Model officer's in. Evening, he says, just checking in. Evening, James. I hope everything's all right, mate. Pauline says, I nipped out this morning at 8 a.m. to get bread and milk, and there were loads of people out driving just like it was before in 2020. Bloody hell. It's mad. It's just quiet as anything here. It really is, you know. I mean, our local authority here is pretty. They move people on if they're gathering about, you know. It's like, what are you doing, mate? You know, there's a lockdown on, out of it, you know, and it's, yeah. And if they put up any resistance, mate, the local feel for cold and they just fine them.
Well,
S3 says Wayne uses a mix of available products, but tends to mostly use Vallejo acrylics. Yeah, I mean acrylics. It's, you know, model color, model air in the little dropper bottles. I've got Revell Aqua Colors. I do like them, I must admit. It's the ones I've been talking to you about, Dave.
yeah, I've got some, and I've been using them a little bit more, and I do like them as an alternative to Vallejo.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything out there that will fully take over from my model color.
No, we all have our own paint preferences, don't they, at the end of the day? You know,
I know there'll be people out there, oh, you know, you don't want to use that, you want to use this, but it works for me, so.
That's the thing. It's once you find a product that you're comfortable using and it's getting you the results you want, then no matter what people say, you know, if you're getting good results from that particular product, keep using it. You know, I mean, you know, it's the whole thing with primers, isn't it? You know, some will say don't use this primer, some will say use this one. It's what works for you. I've had good results with all of them, so you know, it's.
Well, it's what works for you in your little area.
Well, yeah, because all of our conditions are different. We had this with A.T.B, didn't we, when he was having trouble with his compressor and airbrush setup.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, just because I use that PSI, I said, don't forget, I'm in a very humid area. I've got a boiler in here, 3 3D printers, 2 computer servers. So, you know, it's always warm. I said, you know, whereas if you're in a drafty environment or there is a draft, a bit like you when you was having your 3D print problems.
Well, yeah.
You know, you only had to turn your printer around 10 degrees and it stopped.
Oh, that was amazing. We both looked at each other and said, well, how does that work?
Yeah. But it was the draft coming from your kitchen. It was just enough to cool down one side of the bed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quano saying, when people say safe, all I can think is that I have no choice because the doctor will not take off my bleeding special jacket. Yeah. Yeah. That's them big lag bolts in the wall stand. That's what stops you going out, mate, isn't it? People saying hello to James there.
It's chained round his ankle, I think.
He said, did I hear right? Colin's a little wrinkly underneath. Oh, yeah, mate. Oh, yeah, I'm like that saggy bit of elbow skin on a 90-year-old grandma, mate. I cleaned that up, Dave, didn't I?
You did, didn't you? You had to.
Absolutely. Music's saying, I'm tired of the ones who are so thankful we're at work. What the F are we, were they a year ago? It's hard for me not to tell them just to F off. Yeah, I know, Muse. I know, mate. Paul Lyons is saying to Model Officer, I thought he said he had a little wrinkly underneath and has to check his bench wasn't moving. Yeah.
That's wrong.
Quano's giving loads of love arts to Sue there, saying he thinks Dad's fell asleep. Yeah, no, he's still alive in the background. I can see him.
Oh, yeah, he's moved. He's still moving.
Yeah, and he's going, what? Who said that?
I quite know what he's saying, but he's shaking his fist.
Jackie's saying, same here with working in the store. We had parents not taking kids to school, but thought it was a good idea to bring them shopping instead. Not leaving them at home with the other parent. Yeah, it's weird, Jackie, isn't it? I just find, you know, it's all a bit odd. You know, it's I don't know. It's a difficult thing, isn't it? I don't envy Boris's job. I wouldn't want it, and I don't think no matter what you do, you're going to be condemned by one side or the other, aren't you? So it's
yeah. With whatever way he goes, whatever he says, he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't. You know, and even
absolutely, geez.
And even afterwards, when it's all died down and everything's gone back to whatever the new norm is,
Yeah,
if there's ever going to be a new norm, there'll be the programs coming out. Oh, well, if he did this and if he did that and he did that wrong at that time, yeah, it's all right when you can make a program like that and you're making it with hindsight.
yeah, it's one of them, mate. I think that you're going to have new ways of doing things. I don't think it's ever going to be like it was before.
No, I don't.
You know, Muse has got a great one there. The wearing or not wearing of PPE and even wearing it right. Yeah, the amount of people I see walking around with a mask under their chin.
Well, what's the point of wearing it?
Yeah, you know, nearly did a post it then, mate. But yeah, it is strange, but I don't know what the new normal's going to be. If I'm honest,
No, I don't.
I don't think anyone does, do they? I think there's always going to be an apprehension now going forward. I don't think that we're ever going to, bit of spider pig for you there, I don't think we're ever going to fully go back to how it was.
I don't think it will. I think the office block, as it was, I think will change.
Yeah.
I think people and industry has now discovered that people can work at home just as well as they can in the office.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot more working from home and only going into the office when you have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people in my situation where they're housebound. I think the thing that may come out of it is opportunities to actually work from home, because employers are going to now be looking at that as a viable alternative. So folks like me that can't get out and about will be able to do remote work, especially in the field of work that we're in, where you can do support, IT support, or you know, like back end database maintenance and things like that. I can do that from a remote point, you know. So
yeah, all you need is a piece of equipment and a VPN access, and
absolutely. So in one way, yeah, you know, it's a good thing where I may be able to give something back. I don't know, you know, but it's certainly worth exploring. Probably not at the moment because everything is still a bit tits up, isn't it?
yeah, I think that sort of thing is in the future. That will get decided in 2022, 2023.
Yes.
When everything's finally settled down.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to have office blocks full of people.
No, I think it's going to be a thing of the past, mate. Like I say, the working environment, I think, is the one thing that's going to change out of all of this. And dare I say it, working times as well. I mean, the place I used to work at, we already had a staggered shifts program where people could start, you know, 9 till 5, 10 till 6, 11 till 7, you know, and extend the working or the office day, you know. So it was already beginning to creep in, and I think that'll happen a lot more.
I don't quite know what's going to happen to the high street, as in
Yeah,
the the shops.
That's what worries me, because there are a lot of retail workers out there and shop workers. And like you say, your high street is a ghost town now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think in time there is a time and a place for it because of
Yeah.
the social get together.
Yeah.
But I don't quite know.
Well, I mean, my missus summed it up. She said women still like to go down around the shop and have a good browse. She said that's what women do. She said, whereas a bloke will walk into the shop straight over to what they want, buy it, and they're gone.
Yeah.
She said it's a different thing, she said, but as long as women still want to do that, there'll be a place for retail. But I mean, my philosophy is, when's the last time you bought physically from a shop before COVID? How often did you buy from a shop and
other
not
than going
online?
to a supermarket to buy food?
Yeah. Non-essentials, food is supermarket. You can't get away from that. But anything else, when's the last time you actually physically walked into a shop to buy anything model related or anything like that? You'll probably answer the same as me, mate.
Well, I would say that I went to the local model shop to buy 3 tinlets of paint, but I think it was after the lockdown was.
Yeah.
But that was only 3 tinlets of paint, and I only bought them because the shop door was open.
Yeah.
If it had been closed, I wouldn't have bothered. It wouldn't have worried me whether I got them or not.
Yeah. I mean, all right, my situation, I don't go out, so all my stuff I buy online. The only thing my missus buys in the shop now is food. But even that you can do online, because you can go online, get your delivery, and off you go, So, yeah, it's changed, isn't it? I mean, physically going into a model shop is years ago. I've got a hobby craft just down the road from me, about a mile down the road. I'd love to go in there and have a looky-loo around, but obviously with COVID and that, you can't get out and about and all that. But most of my stuff is done through online companies, and you just go online, buy what you want, and you sit there and it gets delivered. And that's the convenient thing now with people, isn't it? And that's what we do. And
yeah, I was talking to one of the girls that came in yesterday, and she said that she buys so much on Amazon. And
yes,
but yeah, it's browse, click, buy, and wait for it to be delivered, because you haven't got to go to the shelf, you haven't got to pick it, you haven't got to pack it, you haven't got to post it.
Absolutely.
You literally click on the buy button and that's it. Everybody else in invisible places does everything, and then all of a sudden there's a knock on the door and there's a parcel on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's the convenience of doing it.
Yeah, and it has changed, and it's a shame, because, like I say, we've got quite a futuristic retail area in our town that costs, the local authority an absolute fortune to build, and it's a ghost town, because hardly anyone goes out. And this was even before COVID coming. The numbers of footfall or people going out and about and physically going into shops was already a problem in the UK, wasn't it? And is it the same stateside? I don't know, because I don't live there, but our retail industry here is plummeted over the last few years.
Well, yeah, it's been, the high street has been on a downturn for quite a while now.
Yeah. And it's a shame, because, a lot of people work in retail, and it's a challenging job, and this is what annoys me. People think, oh, they only work in a shop. Yeah, you work in a shop all day long, dealing with, dare I say it, very rude people, very obnoxious people. It's a thankless job.
Well, I used to work in a toy shop.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
it was fun because you could play with the toys.
Yeah. I used to work at a company in the UK that supplied outdoor clothing and things, and products. And, it was a good company to work for. But it was the first time I had been in a distribution area for a retail outlet. So I had never come across some of the issues that perhaps most people work in retail do every day. And I was shocked at how rude members of the public can be to shop workers.
Mm-hmm.
I was gobsmacked. I'm like, hold up a minute, mate. They're going out of their way to help you, and you're insulting them. Why? And that would drive me nuts. Day after day, the girls on the tills were just getting rude, obnoxious people, and I'm like, wow. Because you know what I'm like. I'm quite a volatile bloke. You probably noticed. If I think someone's been disrespectful to a woman or anyone, I get the ump about it and go, oi, turn it in. They're trying to help you, and no need for that. And it gives me a bit of the ump. So I became very defensive towards it, and yeah. And it's funny, some of the managers there used to, if they had a problem customer, they would trick me on the radio and go, fancy coming over for a bit of fun? Yeah, no worries, I'm on my way. But I just found it unnecessary, Dave.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I did it, and I've stood there and I've bit my tongue because they're ranting and raving. But the best of it is when you can actually prove that they're wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Prove that they're wrong and then just watch them stomp out of the store.
Yeah. And it's the volatility, though, isn't it, as well?
Oh, yeah.
I could never understand it. I just think, why are you getting the ump? Why are you kicking off just because, and it's like, really? Yeah, you can get the frustration if someone spent a lot of money on something and it's faulty. They're going to have the ump because they've had to go back and return it. But, when the shop people are going, yeah, no worries, we'll exchange it for you. They're giving them a refund or, they're doing their bit. And yet the people are still kicking off. And it's like, well, you're getting what you've asked for. Why are you now getting the arse about it? And yeah, it just, I don't know. Certainly changed my opinion on people, I must admit.
Oh, I couldn't do it again.
No, I couldn't, and you do, it's that same old thing we get. Why haven't they got the amount of people on the tills? Well, I mean, how our place used to work was, you had your average budget of what the previous year's sales were for that particular day of the year. And the staffing levels were managed on that previous figure.
Mm.
So then, that would be, well, you only need X amount of people on the shop floor, X amount on the tills. Regardless of how many we've got, you'll be able to go through the day. Yeah, it's going to be busy, but it's going to be cheaper for us on wages, etc., and we'll make more money. It's not the till girl's fault. No. She's not the one who's made the decision. She would love it if there was more people on the tills because she wouldn't be knackered. Yeah.
Mind you still get them in my job, really.
Well, yeah.
I want a low laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've left mine at home.
Yeah.
That was a bit stupid then, wasn't it?
Yeah. I need a low laptop because I spilt coffee on my old one. Well, I'll be billing your department then. Why is that? Well, been a twat, didn't you? You can't do that. Yeah, okay.
Well, the best one I had was a little while ago. I've cracked my laptop screen. Oh, have you? And how did you manage to do that? Well, I don't know. I picked it up.
Yeah.
Did we pick it up from the base part of the laptop, or did we just grab hold of the nearest corner of the screen and picked it up and put so much pressure on the very thin glass that it cracked?
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened. Oh, so it was the fairies at the bottom of the garden that did it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a few of those in the past, mate. I opened it up this morning, and would you believe it? It was broke. Well, you know, no, I don't believe it, to be honest with you. But yeah, what's your department code, eh? What's your department code? Why'd you want that? Well, I need to send the invoice to someone, don't I?
Yeah.
That used to always get them going, didn't it?
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'll replace your laptop for you quite happily, but you do realise that your boss is going to get a bill for 1,500 quid on his cost code.
Yeah. You can't
He's
do
not,
that.
is he? Oh, yeah, he is. And he's probably going to come down and see me and say why, and I shall tell him.
Yeah.
What will you tell him?
Yeah. You're a spoon.
I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Yeah.
That's between me and your boss.
Do you ever do what we used to do, pull people off the network that irritated you?
I
suppose with Wi-Fi now, you don't have as many patch cables, but when I was in the comms room,
we'll just go into AD and disable the account.
Yeah, I'd get a phone call from one of the office girls. Couldn't do us a favour. What's up, love? Oh, you know the bloke in accounting, the really rude, obnoxious one? Yeah, he's made one of my colleagues cry. Oh, is he now? Okay. What office? Boom. Go in. Yeah. Find him on the network. Disable. And then you'd wait for the phone to ring.
I still think the funniest one I had, bloke came running in. He looked at me and went, Dave. And I went, yes, mate. He said, I need you to save my life. I said, okay. What's up? He said, I desperately need a lone laptop. And I said, why? And he said, well, I've left mine at home. I said, well, that's a bit daft. I said, well, you live local. You can go home and get it. He said, no, you don't understand. I can't go home. I said, why? He said, if I go home, the wife's going to kill me. What have you done? He said, I picked up the wrong bag.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so thinking very carefully, do I ask the next question? So, what bag did you pick up? And he said, the wife's gym kit bag.
Oh.
And she's been late to her class because I took the wrong bag.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not going to ask any more questions because I don't need to know what else is in that bag.
Yeah, fellow bloke in need and all of that.
And I just looked at him and he had the fear of God in him. And I said, I feel your pain. I said, come on, let's go sort you out a lone laptop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a comrade in arms, mate, isn't it? You know what I mean? The brotherhood, mate, kicks in, doesn't it?
I said, I said to him, you do realise you've still got to go and face the wrath of the wife? And he said, yeah, I know, but by that time, she might have calmed down a little bit.
Be like, nah, she won't, mate. She's just gonna have had it build up all day. Yeah.
Oh, but if they come in and they're all demanding and strop you and all the rest of it, it's like, I ain't got you, mate.
Yeah, it's the ones that slap their hands down on the desk. Right, you're going to do this. Oh, am I now? And this is the reason why they go. It's like, oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. Like that's going to happen, mate. Yeah, I used to love them ones. I have you know, I am in charge of this department. Are you now? What part of face fudge? Oh, yeah, face fudge and give. Do you not understand? Cool, I recovered that one, didn't I?
Yeah. Post-it note.
Yeah. Get some great characters in the workplace, don't we?
You do.
Oh, what have we got? Oh, well, that's a good one from Andy. He says, I remember telling the customer, listen, you bought it from online knowing that you were doing and your account is now broken. So you need to talk them to fix it. They were purple. Yeah, I bet.
Ooh.
Lewis, he says, when he goes into a shop, my goal is to make one shop worker laugh and bring some joy to their day. Absolutely, mate. Please, thank you, and all of that costs nothing but goes a long way when they've had a day of whingy people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and if they've gone out of their way to be helpful, I'll always say, oh, what's your name? Oh, why is that? Why? Because I'm going to do an email and tell them how good you are. Because, yeah, you've been really helpful. You know, and I love that because when their boss reads their name out at the morning meeting, oh, we had an email today about so-and-so, been really kind, and the customer says really nice things about them. Mate, that's their day made, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Takes 2 minutes to do, mate. That's the problem. People are very quick to moan at shop workers, but they're not very quick to send an email going, actually, thanks for that. Dan's on about he's going to have to flirt with Paul. Okay.
That's just too much information.
Oh, Raging's saying a brilliant one there. He says, can you imagine what happens to a person's food when they upset one of the front house girls? Yeah, I'll just leave that here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could always remember I was in the queue at the local Chinese and there was this chap, a couple of people in front of us, and he was probably one of the most racist, obnoxious people I've ever come across, to be honest. So all the usual insults that you would associate in that environment were being thrown. I'm not going to repeat them because, you know.
No, but I've got a good idea.
And I just leant forward and said to the bloke, I said, you're giving that geezer's missus all of that grief. I said, and the chef has got one eye on you from the kitchen. I said, can you honestly say that the ingredients in your food are going to match what's on the menu? I said, because if I was him, I said, I'd be putting anything and everything in there, mate. But yeah, it's not necessary, is it?
No.
You know, how many times have you been in a late night Mackie D's and there's a crowd of slightly drunk examples of alleged manhood in there having a go at the Mackie D's workers? It's like, really?
Now, was it? A little while ago, I was out buying something and I had to wait in the queue. And this poor little girl, she was all on her own, and no one was coming in to give her a hand and dig her out and all the rest of it. And there was a few skippies, if you know what I mean, giving it the tut-tuts. And I just thought, you know, she's on her own.
Yeah.
And I eventually got there, and she said, "I am so sorry about you've had a long wait." I said, "It's all right. Don't worry about it."
No, is what it is.
I said, "It's not your fault you've been left on your own to get on with it.
Yeah.
That, I'm afraid, is down to your manager."
And you get them immortal words, "Oh, I wish everyone was like you." It's like, yeah, unfortunately, they're not, though, are they? You know, and it pees you off, doesn't it, when you sit there and you see that sort of thing? Because at the end of the day, these people are working that late, so the idiots like that have been out and drunk too much can have something to eat on their way home. You know, respect them, for crying out loud. Ain't hard.
They don't want to be there any more than anybody else wants to be there.
Absolutely, mate. Do you think we're just getting old, Dave, and we're turning into two very cantankerous old farts?
Yep.
Yeah, but I like being a cantankerous old fart, to be honest.
Oh, you and me both, mate. If you think I am going to put those on there,
You found some of them decals, didn't you? I know what ones he's found.
yeah.
Yeah. I found a set, and I was like, really? I'm on all them ones, the warning sign ones, Dave. Yeah, you know the ones. But that's all right. I can do it. I'm optimistic. Something.
You're up to something.
Yeah. Could have been worse. I could have had the super glue out. We all know what happens then.
Actually, I might just put them on there just out of sheer bloody mindedness.
Oh, yeah, I've got an inner determination to do it.
And the fact that I'm stubborn, but I'm not going to do it whilst the cameras are on, because
You're not stubborn, Dave, eh? I find that most difficult to believe, mate.
I thought I was a really nice person and stuff, but
Nah, I'll stop you there, mate. I've seen you in stubborn mode. Bloody immovable object, mate.
can't help it.
Yeah, folks. Honestly, it will come as a surprise to some of you, but our Dave can be a stubborn sod.
It's not what it's been described in the past as.
It is funny. It is funny when you're in your determined to be stubborn mood. That's the one I find funniest, because then I mock you, don't I? And you get more stubborn the more I do it, and that's, yeah. And they do exactly the same to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, my wheel's fallen off.
Oh, mate, welcome to the world.
Actually, I've lost another wheel somewhere else. Oh no.
Yeah, they don't like staying on, Dave, do they?
Oh, I've noticed that. Oh, where's that other one? Oh heck. Right. That's really not good.
I'll see what you did there.
Shall I get my coat now, or shall I get it?
Yeah, no, I'll go and get it now, mate.
I found my other wheel.
Coat's required for that one, mate. Sorry.
All right then. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go and get my coat. Colin's told me to go. Boo-hoo.
Boo-boo and Wibblekins. We got the fun part yet. We've got the weathering to do, haven't we?
I'm looking forward to that, because I shall be using me weathering pencils.
Yeah.
He says, as he looks at his...
I've been using them on the Death Race Mustang, mate.
Well, I've been using them on, you know, the little Space Marine Mini that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've been using them a lot on that, and it's now looking decidedly knackered.
Oh, it's suitably clagged, is it?
Yeah, because I've just been playing around with it because it's a Space Marine, so therefore it doesn't really exist because it's a Space Marine and Space Marines don't exist.
It's one of them, though, isn't it? It's just
mind you,
different.
I was trying to get this to be a brighter orange, but it now looks. I've now somehow managed to get it look like a full body coat of rust. Please don't ask me how I managed it.
Plastic Monkey's asking whether anyone's got any Vaseline. Yeah. I've already told Dan he's got to sleep with one eye open.
That sounds wrong.
It was so very wrong. Poor Dan, mate. He corpsed. He did corpse.
Is that standard Vaseline or is that scented Vaseline?
Mate, it was standard, mate. Paul Lines is saying to Raging, as a former chef, I will remain silent on that scenario. Yeah.
Ah, so therefore he could be guilty as charged.
Yeah.
But we can't prove it because we've not got the evidence.
Absolutely. S3 saying, I'm not wired that way, but would consider taking a shot for a friend. Absolutely, mate. Oh, yeah. He's saying, the best thing is when they start eating it and you're giggling like an idiot. Yeah. He's also saying, nearly festa, nearly. Yeah, I did, mate. I recovered very well there, mate. I'm suitably impressed.
I know. I've got to tip my hat to you for the rapid recovery.
Oh, yeah, that Post-it note just fluttered at the right time. Frankie goes to Wobbly Woods in. Hello, Frankie.
Hello, Frankie. Mate?
Everyone's saying hello to Frankie, and he's saying hi to everyone. Paul Lines is saying to Adam, I do remember a waitress rubbing her foot over a bowl for an annoying customer's dessert. His spoon was placed in someone's underwear. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Apparently, it was the best dessert he had. Yeah, oh, God, here we go. I had a very annoying work colleague years and years and years ago, and I was a lot more volatile when I was younger, and we had been on the night shift, and we'd had a good old game of football in the DC, and he thought the thing to do was go and grass everyone up to the boss. So of course we all found out about it. The amount of volunteers that came forward to make him a cup of tea every time he came on shift was phenomenal, Dave. So, of course, I gets wind of what was going on, and I'm like, yeah, I'll make him one. And how can I say the tea bag was put in certain areas that you wouldn't want a tea bag to be put? And he'd sit there and go, God, this is nice. Ooh, yeah, mate, yeah, it was so wrong, but yeah, it was so right as well.
I got a slight opposite to that. I worked within a group of people where you have one person that would never go and get a cup of coffee for himself. He always expected other people to get him a coffee. Go on.
Oh, Dave, look at this one. Terry Calorie fell asleep watching the stream that I did on Monday with Mike. He says, and guess what happened at 3:30 in the morning? My missus and I jumped up with bloody Britney Spears blasted out of our Alexa. Because we got the Play Britney Spears on Alexa going during the stream to see whether our Alexas were working. It's brilliant. Yeah, sorry, Dave, I interrupted you, mate. My apologies.
And I just got so fed up with it, and I thought, right, okay. And I said, so how do you have your coffee? And he looked at me and he said, I like it in a mug.
Oh.
All right, okay. I said, so what do we have? Sugar? Do we have milk? And he said, yeah. I said, okay. So what kind of quantity of sugar? 1. Okay. So I walked into the little room where you went to make the tea.
Yeah.
And one of the PAs was in there. She looked at me and she said, what's the matter with you? You never drink coffee. I said, it's not for me.
Yeah.
She went, what are you going to do? And I said, you see that dessert spoon over there? She went, yeah. I said, can I have it? So I put 2 dessert spoons of coffee into a standard mug.
Oh. Yeah.
2 dessert spoons of sugar into said mug.
Oh, mate.
Tipped in the water, not from the kettle, but from the hot tap.
Yeah.
And then put a dessert spoon of milk in.
Oh, lovely. Good, man.
I took it out and I put it in front of him and he looked at it. I said, you wanted it, you drink it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
What I didn't know was he was one of those people that has an adverse effect to too much caffeine.
Oh, he got a bit hypersensitive, did he?
Yeah, it was like giving a can of Coke to a diabetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just went on one, and we just laughed because thought, you should get up and make your own coffee if you.
That is funny.
The following day, I got up and picked my mug up, and I said, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" He said, "I want one of yours." I said, "Well, get off your backside and go and make one yourself then."
Yeah, absolutely. Gaz Wilcox says manners cost nothing but mean a lot. Absolutely, mate. I've always said courtesy costs nothing but goes a very, very long way. Lewis says he's phoned a company up to praise a shop. They had no idea who I should speak to. They'll just phone up, make a complaint, and then praise them. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get some weird. Raging says he went to the local Spoons, had a dessert, and it was terrible. So I said to the lovely waitress, who he may have been flirted with, the chef come out giving it all of that. Oh dear. I've had it before where you go into a restaurant and you ask them for a blue steak, and the waitress will always say, I'll just go and have a chat with the chef, and the chef always pops out, you want a blue steak, mate? Yeah. You do know what a blue steak is, don't you? I go, yeah, you've cooked them for me before. It's literally slap its arse and it would still moo, It's just a quick tss, and it's done,
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's like, yeah, no worries, mate. He says, I'll do you a blue steak, but it's surprising how many chefs won't do a blue steak. Is that because they're not trained, or is that because it's...
I think it's because it's not the norm, because the vast majority of people will have either a medium or maybe a medium well done.
Yeah, you'll have rare, you can have medium and rare, can't you, and all of that lot, but blue is basically, there's still a pulse, isn't there? You know what I mean?
I'd just go in there and say, yeah, I'll have a bit of steak. How'd you like it done? Just cremate it.
Yeah, but it's nice when a chef pops out, but I'll also make a point of, give me regards to the chef, love, that was mint, and make a point of ambling up to the kitchen and just, cheers, mate, top job, you know what I mean? Because catering is, a very intense and demanding job, isn't it?
I can remember having, because I was doing some stuff up in Leeds. I went to the Premier Inn that I was staying in was linked to a TGI.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and the little girl came around. She said, "What would you like?" And I'd already clocked it. There was not T-bone. What's the other one? Not T-bone.
Ribeye.
Ribeye. That's it.
Yeah.
I said, "I'll have the ribeye."
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she went, "On expenses?" And I said, "Too right, love."
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Oh yeah, do like a ribeye.
She said, "What would you like with it?" I said, "I'll have everything."
Yeah, that's my way of thinking, mate. Yeah.
She said, "I think you want the Jack Daniels sauce to go with it." I said, "Too right."
Oh,
You should have seen this tray she came out with.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, this hat, and half like that bowl of water, that's twice it's gone in there now.
Oh, God.
Note to self, don't put a bowl of water in front of a figure that keeps falling over. Oh, mine, but it's got massive feet, that dragnet figure. Right, let's put the hat over there, bin. It keeps wanting to fall in.
Are you having troubles?
No, I keep moving my bowl and knocking the figure forward, and I don't know why this bloke just don't seem to like standing up too well. You know, it's
I'll put some 6-inch nails for its feet. That'll keep it upright.
Well, it's going on a base, isn't it? Shortly, so yeah. Well, I'm going to switch back to my ordinary cam because it's already 6:15, Dave.
Oh, right, I shall do the same. I shall get myself cleared up and.
So I'm going to do a bit of the old chitty chatty kins with folks and see, play a bit of catch up on the old chatty pops because I can.
Right, I'm gonna.
And these lovely people have given up their time to come and keep us two idiots company. The least we can do is have a natter with them.
Oh, yeah.
Gaz Wilcox is saying, yeah, it's mayhem. Paul Line says, me and you are the Statler and Waldorf of YouTube modelling channel. Well, yeah, we do like a good moan, don't we, Dave? We're gonna be doing something soon on a late night on a Friday. And I've been chatting to me patrons about it, and a few of them are on board. And it's common knowledge that we like a good moan, don't we, us Brits and that, you know. What do you folks in Chatland think on this little idea? We're gonna have I'll get there in a minute. We're gonna have a Friday night, late night adult show, and it's gonna be the weekend wibble. And if you've had a crappy week at work and you want a good moan, then you can come in the chat and have a good old moan. And if you've got a webcam and mic, we're going to open it up where you can come in and you can join us and you can have a good old 5-minute moan about whatever's upset you and get it out your system before the weekend. Now, if you think that's a good idea and you'd be up for watching it, keep an eye out because I've done all the artwork and we're going to do a test show, Dave, aren't we? And we're going to see how it runs. And it's going to be me, him, a few of the patrons in and that, you know, and we're just going to sort of start the ball rolling and that and see where we can go with it. And we'll incorporate the Diamond Art charity thing in it. So each week we'll update you how that's going and we'll do the launch show as part of the Friday Wibble. And that'll give us a good chance to have a good moan about that. But if you think it's something that you'd like to sit and watch late on a Friday night just to unwind from your hard week's work and watch us reprobates have a good old nag and moan, and then you want to have come in and have a go, and it's a chance for you to appear on the YouTube as well. So, you know, if you fancy it or think it's a good idea, give me a bit of feedback and message me and let me know, or put a comment on the YouTube under this video or whatever when it's ended, and give us the feedback because we're thinking about it, but we're not sure how people all respond to it. It's not us deliberately setting out to offend anyone. You know, there are guidelines on what, you know, taste and you know, that sort of thing. You know, we don't need to go into that, but we just like, you know, we all have a good moan, don't we? We all do something or want to whine, and it's going to be just an opportunity for people to have a good nag.
Yeah, it's just, you know, if you've had one of those days at work where every man or every woman in his or her dog has really sort of got right under your skin and you're sort of
I mean, Andy over at Mayhem Model Works, you know, he loves it when we have a good wibble. You know, now Andy might have a wibble of his own, and then, like say, you got a mic and a cam, mate. It'll be, Andy, come and join us, and you can have a good wibble, mate. And you know, you got competition with Paul Chaplin because he is the king of wibbling.
Oh yeah, because you'll have to get your wibble in before he starts because he'll start.
Oh yeah,
and then it'll be. And there's another thing.
Absolutely. I mean,
line, you know you're in for a wibble fest.
Paul had a 25-minute wibble about bubbles being round because of this. What our names are in. The theme is called Bubbles, and he said, "But it ain't a bubble." And I went,
it is. It's an elongated bubble.
And he went, "No." He said, "Bubbles around," and he went into this charade of wibbling. And yeah, so if you think it's a laugh and that you want to be involved, let us know.
It's what is called a custom bubble.
Yeah, I mean, us Brits like to have a moan, don't we? You know what I mean? It could be lockdown. It could be some pilchard that's cut you up at the lights. Sorry, folks, clearing me throat. Could be some pillock that's cut across you in a traffic queue or jumped the queue in the supermarket and it's giving you the hump. Well, have a good moan about it then, can't you?
Come and have a wibble.
Come and join us and have a wibble.
Have a wibble. Get it off your chest.
Absolutely. Manners, mutual respect and decency have lost meaning in today's instant gratification world, says S3. See, good wibble. I'm impressed. Paul Di Tommaso says he doesn't, lately he's got no drive to do anything. I want to do stuff, but the body just says no. Totally understand that, Paul. I, as you know, have MS, and there's days where even a simple task is absolute, complete and utter bowl ache, mate. And your motivation, your morale and everything just goes ching. Good, better, best, mate. Just have something that you can do. And if you're having a really crummy day, edit a video or do a bit of whatever research on a kit build or something. Or get yourself some weathering magazines, mate, and just sit and have a read of them. That's all I do. And it's not as good as doing something at the bench, but it just lets you feel that you've not failed too miserably, mate.
Or what he could do is, if he's got a bit of plastic or a bit of paper and he wants to have a practice at doing some weathering, he could try a bit of paper or something. You know, it's just something that you do a little bit of.
Yeah. Paul Line said he hated customers who wanted steaks very well done because they could just chew on some old shoe leather. Absolutely. Mayhem says, chef asked me once how I like my steak. I told him to bring the cow out. I'll carve off what I want and ride the rest home. Yeah, same as Osrich. Yeah, he's the same. Yeah, I do like a blue steak because it's easier for me to swallow and digest. And yeah. Yeah, Frankie's going, yeah, I want to watch it if it's possible for me. Yeah, happy days, mate. Mayhem saying, yeah, do it. This is all about the Wibble show, mate.
Oh, good.
Sergeant Bones says, I might be a Yank. He says, but I can wibble with the best. Absolutely, Sarge. Be right up your straight, mate, wouldn't it?
And
Excuse me.
Well, if as it's Sarge, we can have him in and he can lead the way.
Oh, yeah. Because Sarge has been known to have a mild wibble. And then, of course, we've got what is commonly known as the Vincent effect.
Oh, yeah.
So, Vincent, what do you want to wibble about? Oh, free reign. Give him Vincent free reign to have a moan. Legend.
I don't think there is enough internet broadband space bandwidth that will cope with Vincent on a charade.
Oh, Dan and Quano Man's asking for a bit of dad wibble in here. He says, if everyone visiting the Wibble show says about red being a rubbish colour, I don't have nothing to do with the fivers I'm handing out or my need to tease dad. Louis is going, people cutting up at the lights. The stream won't be long enough for me to wibble about that. And car drivers telling me how to drive an Arctic. Yeah, I know what you mean there, geez. Yeah, skateboards and all, innit? People towing trailers, like, really.
Do you know, I'd really like to have a go at trying to drive an articulated lorry.
The thing that used to always wind me up is people trying to undertake you on a roundabout on the inside, and they don't realise that your turning circle is quite acute because you're pulling a trailer, you know,
Yep.
and or a car trying to have an argument with a lorry. It's like, really, you're having a laugh argument with a 40-ton lorry driver?
Yeah, it's just not going to end well.
Yeah. Usually saying, I can do a load of damage in 5 minutes less. Good girl. Can't we all, mate? I can have a really good moan. I miss the art of the straightener, Dave. I won't go into what that is live, but yeah, I do miss that. When you had to go and straighten someone out. Let's go and straighten them out. Batten them in it.
I know where you're coming from.
You know, the old pigeon head. You know, let's go and straighten them out.
Oi, come here. We need to.
Lewis is saying he had a learner driver try to undertake me. The Pt8 fault twice when I indicated to move over. Yeah. And it's the amount of people that do it to left-hand drive trucks as well, with the Continentals, because, you know, obviously they're on the wrong side of the road, isn't they, type of thing, you know? And, yeah.
Well, for them, they're on the wrong side of the road and wrong side of the cab, really.
Yeah. That's why lorry drivers have what they call an idiot mirror on the passenger door looking down, because it's for all of those idiots that think that they can, And cyclists, when they see an Arctic wanting to turn left, want to just try and get in front of it. It's like, dude, you're on a push bike.
You're not going to win.
No. Scaly Model says the hammer's raised. Absolutely. Andy's saying I may or may not have applied for a new job. Absolutely, mate. Ooh. Absolutely. So, yeah, it's looking like people fancy a bit of the old Whipple show. So, you know, I've got some artwork done and that, and we'll do a test one and see what people think. It's only a laugh, folks, at the end of the day. It's not aimed at offending people, but I'm bound to have the odd person going, oh, I can't believe you had that on. And at the end of the day, there's going to be no homophobia, no racism or anything of that nature. It's just people having a general moan about life.
Yeah,
getting it off their chest, be it their boss has treated them badly or whatever, you know.
It's just, you know, if it's something that's happened during the day or during that particular week that's got under your skin,
you
know, come and have a wibble.
Absolutely, come and join us. Have a good moan about it. Gets it out, and done and dusted, and you can enjoy the rest of your weekend then.
Yeah.
Right. I suppose, Dave, being that it's our past, I suppose we better shift off on that because it's Wednesday. I suppose, is it Chris that's on later? Yeah, it'll be his midweek makings thing, won't it? So Chris will be on round about 7 o'clock, as far as I know. I'm looking to see if Dad's nodding. 7 or 8 o'clock, round about that time.
7, 8, 9, 10, whatever time it is.
Yeah. So have a look out for that. We'll see you on Sunday for another Sunday brunch. In the meantime, you know, we're in a lockdown in the UK. Stay home, stay safe, look out for each other. If you've got young kids, you know, keep an eye on them, make sure they're all right.
Yeah.
Love to you all and all of that, and look forward to seeing you all on Sunday.
Yeah, so definitely stay safe, stay well, stay inside, and look after yourselves.
Absolutely. And thank you very much for keeping us two idiots company this afternoon. See you Sunday, folks.
Bye, everyone.